Hello, I'm Bill Lampton, the Biz Communication Guy. Have you thought about the fact that if you master the art of small talk, you can get much bigger business results? It's really the case. There's so many times when being able to carry on a lively, spontaneous, interesting conversation will be to your advantage. If you're in a job interview, it shouldn't all just be cut and dried. Loosen it up with some conversation. If you're talking to a prospective client or if you're talking with a customer, get off topic. Don't just talk about your service or your product. Talk about something else that's very interesting to the person that you're talking with. I jotted just a few minutes ago a couple of notes that I think will be helpful when I share them with you. Number one, this is first in how to improve your conversation. Be very well informed. You see, we have to talk about something, and so we need to be up to date on a lot of different topics that are of interest to other people. For sports, who's playing in the Super Bowl? Who would be in the World Series? Who's in the college football finals, the basketball finals? Who won the Masters? These are the kinds of things that people are interested in. Also, know what's happening in education, finance, entertainment, national affairs. I do this fairly easily every night. For just a few minutes, I don't have to read a lot of papers or magazines. I go to Google News, browse it, and that updates me on some of the major news items of the day. So first of all, be very well informed. And secondly, I noted, be a winner, not a whiner. And what I mean by that is, when people ask you, now keep this in mind, when people ask you, how are you doing today? Really, they don't want a medical report. They don't want a financial report. They don't want a family problems report. That's mainly a courteous opener to the conversation. Keep in mind that little tune from the South Pacific musical South Pacific, happy talk, happy talk. Keep talking, happy talk. I remember years ago, there was a character in the comic strip Little Abner named Joe, and I don't know his last name. It was all consonants, so I couldn't pronounce it. But Joe went around with a cloud over his head and lightning striking. Nobody wanted to be around Joe. Nobody wants to be around a whiner. They want to be around a winner. So keep a positive, upbeat attitude. I'm not asking you to be unrealistic. Certainly with friends and relatives, when they say, how are you doing, we can be more forthright and basic. And then third, I jotted down here, know how to give cues like actors do. In a play or a movie, every statement is a cue for the next person to talk. Keep that in mind. Give cues that encourage other people to talk. How well I remember when I joined the National Speakers Association 23 years ago, I met Dottie Walters. Dottie was a pioneer in the National Speakers Association. And one of the things she taught us was when we were dealing with somebody who might be interested in hiring us as speakers and we got into the conversation about their organization, here's what she suggested. We say, tell me more. Tell me more. And of course, they would. There are other prompts and cues that you could give. Oh, that's interesting. I'd like to hear more about that. Oh, and then what happened? Be the catalyst for the rest of the conversation. I hope you keep in mind what I jotted down as these 3 tips. Stay well informed, be a winner, not a whiner, and give cues like actors do. Put these into practice, and you will become the business leader that other people are so eager to have a conversation with. Thanks for being with me. I'm Bill Lampton, the Biz Communication Guy, inviting you to visit my website, bizcommunicationguy.com. Give me a call and let's talk about your communication challenges and problems and how I can assist you with them. 678-316-4300.